Hello and welcome to Katie's and Ryan's Adventures. Are you looking at cruising with Fred Olsen? We just spent 5 nights on board Balmoral sailing to France. We will be sharing our experiences on Balmoral with a full review of what to expect on board this lovely cruise ship. Fred Olsen are a family-owned cruise line and are part of the Norwegian-owned Fred Olsen Group, which has a maritime heritage dating back from 1848. The cruise line emphasises a more traditional, relaxed cruising experience. Think exceptional dining, no water slides and elegant onboard entertainment. Fred Olsen is known for operating smaller, classic ships. The line provides access to unique ports and scenic routes that larger vessels often cannot reach. Balmoral joined Fred Olsen's fleet in 2008 and is the smallest in the fleet. She is 280 metres long with a passenger capacity of 1,350 and a crew of 550. She features 710 staterooms with 9 passenger decks and can reach a maximum speed of 18 knots. Balmoral has had a fair bit of history. In 1996 she was renamed as Norwegian Crown and owned by Norwegian Cruise Line. In 2000 she was renamed back to Crown Odyssey under the Orient Lines and swapped again to Norwegian Crown in 2003 as Norwegian Cruise Line's relaunch. In 2006 Fred Olsen Cruise Lines purchased the ship and in November 2007 they officially took ownership and sent her to be lengthened, adding 30 metres to the midsection before finally launching her as Balmoral in 2008. We took a cruise on board Balmoral in May half-term, a 5-night cruise to St Marlo, scenic cruising around the Channel Islands and up the River Seine to Rouen for an overnight stay. Our itinerary was changed a few weeks prior to embarking. Our sea day scenic cruising around the Channel Islands was cancelled due to strong winds. Therefore, we headed for Rouen and spent 2 nights in the city instead of 1, which we thought was great. We stayed in an inside cabin on deck 4, cabin 4010. It was conveniently located close by to the forward stairwells and lifts. In December 2024, Balmoral went in for a mini refit, refreshing carpets and soft furnishings. Looking at pictures online, only some inside cabins received a bit of an upgrade and ours was one of these, with new carpets and new wallpaper noticeable. The cabin felt very homely and was configured as a twin cabin, however we could change it to be a king size bed, which we did. The cabin had everything you need for a 5-night cruise or longer. The storage was good size with plenty of drawers as well as wardrobes. The TV worked well and the beds were comfortable. Your cabin steward will clean your cabin twice daily, including a turn down service in the evening. The only downside to the cabin was the bathroom was a little dated and needed a freshen up, with old tiling and a very old mounted hairdryer. The fridge was on the smaller size compared to the other fridges we've had on other cruise lines, but was practical. Let's talk about the main dining rooms. Balmoral has 3 of them, the Spa and Avon restaurant and the Balmoral restaurant. All of them serve the same menu, a classic 5-course dinner that changes nightly. The atmosphere is very relaxed, but not too formal, and the staff are incredibly friendly and attentive. You'll usually have a set dining time, either early or late, so it's a nice way to plan your evening. We opted for late dining and on this particular cruise it was 8 p.m. in the Balmoral restaurant. If you're after a quieter dining and great views, Spa and Avon are a little more intimate and have big windows overlooking the sea. They serve a sit-down menu as well as a buffet breakfast, lunch and dinner. The Balmoral dining room was a lovely size and was located at the very back of deck 6. The service was really good and our waiters were very friendly and nothing was too much trouble for them. And we received a warming welcome from the maitre d' every evening. On Balmoral, the dress code for all main dining rooms is smart attire. The Thistle restaurant is Balmoral's buffet restaurant. It's open most of the day and great if you want to eat at your own pace. You'll find a wide range of choices from hot breakfast and light lunches to themed dinners and late night snacks, as well as afternoon tea, which is served every day. It is also where you can try local dishes based on where the ship is docked. It's a great touch. We ate in the Thistle restaurant a few times, in particular for afternoon tea, which offered an array of afternoon tea treats, cakes and sandwiches, all of good quality. We didn't visit the Speciality restaurant on our cruise, however the menu did look very appealing, and when filming the restaurant it was spacious and contemporary, making this a very nice dining venue on board. It offers Asian cuisine, and if you book before your cruise, it's a very reasonable £15 per person or £20 per person once you're on board. When it comes to entertainment, we found Balmoral a little underwhelming, especially as younger cruisers. While there were nightly performances in the Neptune Lounge and some live music in the Bookmark Cafe, the overall entertainment offering felt quite limited and suited to an older crowd. There wasn't a lot of variety, and we did find ourselves wishing for a bit more to do after dinner. Overall, we thought the entertainment was definitely aimed for the older demographic, so this is something to bear in mind if you're looking to cruise with Fred Olsen. Up on the top deck, there's a heated swimming pool with 2 hot tubs, perfect for a dip even in cooler climates. You'll also find another great sized pool and hot tubs on the promenade deck, positioned aft, giving you breathtaking wake views. The Atlantis Spa offers a great range of treatments such as massages and salon services. We felt a little disappointed that there was no thermal spa on board, something we really like to enjoy on most cruises. For fitness fans, there's a small gym with treadmills, bikes and weights. It's not huge, but it has everything you need to stay active on board and offers great views of the bow. There's a lovely library just off the Bookmark Cafe, which is well equipped with books and card games. We found this to be a lovely quiet place to unwind. One of the quieter gems on board Balmoral is the card room, a dedicated peaceful space filled with card tables and comfy chairs. It's especially popular for bridge, and you'll often find the tournaments being held here. Our 5-night cruise was originally set to include a scenic circumnavigation of the Channel Islands, but due to weather conditions, this part of the itinerary was unfortunately cancelled. But Fred Olsen turned things around beautifully. Instead of missing a day, we arrived early into Rouen, sailing up the stunning River Seine, and honestly, it ended up being one of the highlights of the cruise. Our first port of call was St Marlo, and it was a tender port. We found the tender operation to be a little slow and a little unorganised, which was disappointing. St Marlo is a historic walled city with an array of shops, restaurants and cafes. It boasts great coastal views, and at low tide you can walk out to the nearby islands. A lovely picturesque place to visit. The journey up the Seine is incredibly peaceful and picturesque, lined with rolling hills, sleeping French villages and little riverside churches. It felt more like a river cruise than an ocean cruise. We spent 2 full nights docked right in the heart of Rouen, giving us time to properly explore. Rouen is a beautiful Gothic city filled with medieval charm, timbered houses and the stunning Cathedral of Notre Dame. And since Rouen is only about an hour and a half from Paris by train, we even took a day trip to the French capital, another unexpected bonus. Even with the Channel Islands missed, this ended up being one of the most scenic short cruises we've ever done. The service on Balmoral was impressive throughout. Crew members were friendly, attentive and made us feel really welcome. Dining staff remembered our preferences, and cabin housekeeping was spotless with nice little touches. It felt warm and genuine, like being looked after by people who truly care. We give every credit to the crew on board, they provide an exceptional service. Overall, we felt the 5-night Balmoral cruise offered great value for money. The fare included comfortable accommodation, quality dining and a full range of entertainment and amenities. While some extras, like speciality dining or spa treatments, come at additional cost, there are plenty of options included in the price to keep you happy. For what you get in terms of service, atmosphere and itinerary, Balmoral offers a more relaxed and refined experience compared to larger ships. If you're after a quality cruise without the crowds or hidden fees, Balmoral is definitely worth considering. So that's our honest take on Fred Olsen's Balmoral after 5 nights on board. If you're after a more relaxed traditional cruise with great service, thoughtful touches and some surprisingly scenic moments, Balmoral really delivers. If you've cruised with Fred Olsen or you're thinking about it, let us know in the comments, we'd love to hear your thoughts. We hope you enjoyed this review of our cruise, and if you did, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and clicking on the subscribe button. As always, thanks for watching and see you next time.